Welcome to SRB TV.
Oh my God! Come on now! Yeah!
We are here.
Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of SRB TV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode we are tackling the Moon Knight finale with Season 1, Episode 6.
Gods and monsters.
Previously on Moon Knight, we got to find out we were in the underworld. Well, in this case,
The Egyptian underworld.
yes. So, by dying in an Egyptian sarcophagus on Egyptian burial ground, that's where we kind of wind up.
Yeah, in this last episode, we pretty much got to see more of his history. More of Mark's history and the birth of his split personalities. The birthplace, pretty much, where it all started or where it all originated, but also his childhood, and pretty much all the way up to, when he was chosen pretty much by Khonshu.
Yes. So they were able to convince the boat captain, the rower,
The hippo.
the Egyptian hippo, that they need to go back to stop Harrow from awakening Ahmed fully. Only for them to be attacked by the lost souls in the Egyptian sands, and Stephen sacrificing.
Oh, it was Egyptian goddess Taweret.
That one.
Yeah, her.
So, by Stephen sacrificing himself, it appears that it rebalanced Mark's scales.
Yeah, from what you had stated, realizing that since now it's only his singular personality, it's the.
I feel like there's a bit more to it.
I think there is too. Like you said, there is a bit more to it.
And just as that happens, he gets automatically teleported to the field of reeds.
That's where once everything was balanced, he was supposed to be sent to. Where we go to next, we don't know. Now it's on his path to make it back and stop Harrow, a.k.a. Ahmed. Yeah, that's what's going on here in the finale. So let's see what we're going to get in this finale. Hopefully there's some good big surprises, twists, or something going on. So let's dive into this for Moon Knight, Season 1, Episode 6. So here we go.
Yeah. Oh,
they're looking for the...
They don't know.
So, okay, no, I think we're seeing where he left off at.
Oh, no. He did have it. Shit, yeah. He did have it.
We're seeing what happened right after what he did.
So he did get Ahmed's powers, and that's what they saw while they were in the underworld.
This way. Mark Spector.
Oh,
shit.
That's pretty cool.
That's dope. Here we go.
Is this the usual MCU third act shtick where the bad guy likes to show off his power?
Let's find out.
It's a Ford.
What's your soul?
Oh!
That's how he takes their souls, remember?
No, that's how he sends them to the underworld.
Yeah.
It's not even... He takes them before even being judged.
This is good, man.
Oh. It is a process he was doing at the beginning of the season, but
much quicker.
At a grander scale. At a grander scale. She still has the Ahmed compass, too.
I am the goddess Taweret.
I'm the goddess.
Oh, shit!
She's trying to warn her. Trying to tell her. The one that was on the boat.
It's Mark who's telling you to stop. I'm talking to you through dead people right now.
I'm talking to dead people right now.
He's too powerful for you to stop him alone. If he can return to life.
Ahmed. Right there.
Why? Harrow.
Harrow. Right there.
Chris, remember
I
we
told
said
you so, moment.
This was the...
For mankind.
She's in there too.
She's in there too.
She just gotta get the Khonshu. I love how everybody to... That's it?
That's it. But I think it has to be in that chamber though. You know?
I I guess.
I am in need of an avatar. Would you, Layla El-Fuli, protect the travelers among
You
us?
joking?
Are you joking?
Wait, what?
You turned Mark's life into a wake nightmare.
Wow.
Why would I ever sign up for that?
Because you won't win against Harrow and Amit alone.
I'll take my chances. Please, enjoy your peace.
But it came at a cost.
It came at a cost, though.
And for him, that's not right.
Yeah.
Kids at the cost of someone else's life.
We need to go back for him.
There
There you go.
It doesn't work like that.
You are the only real superpower
There you go.
I ever had.
I've ever had. The only other real superpower I had.
Thank fucking God.
You came back. What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell's wrong with you?
Your whole little speech there was not little.
Let's go to the
Only
door.
positive thing about watching these episodes back to back, I didn't have to wait a fucking week to see if he's.
For a god.
It's like you said, he's not fully powerful unless he has. Oh, nice with her with the save.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And I will.
Right there.
Yeah.
Look at there you go. My
That is so cool.
cool shot.
Alright, you know what? I think you can take this one, Mark.
I think you take this one, Mark. I think I'm out of this one. Oof. The night sky.
Oh, that was a cool shot.
Cool shot.
Become Harrow become Ahmed's avatar.
Because once you do that, then you can turn him back into a statue.
Oh, like Aladdin.
You changed your mind. I would be delighted to accept you as my avatar.
Oh! Temporary avatar.
Of course. Oh, your father is going to be over the moon when he hears.
Judge everyone!
Oh, gives them the
Power to judge everyone.
which isn't fair. Giant.
I see why this episode's called Gods and Monsters. Oh, she's suited up.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I like that outfit.
That's cool.
Nice.
Like she's like, pose. Wait.
Oh!
That's badass. That's pretty badass.
Oh! Temper.
Look at that. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, right in the face. Really?
Gods and Monsters. Layla.
Oh! Nice. Oh! Oh! Remember what he said before. I am you, so I should have all of this.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Same shared skill set.
Yeah, because it's all muscle memory.
Yeah.
Like Jason
Look at
Bourne.
switching. Dude, that was awesome. It switched. Right on the fly. I like that. He's just like, oh, fuck, damn. Superhero.
Yes.
I am. There you go. I like that. You an Egyptian superhero? Yes. That third.
The third. Oh!
The third came out. Feels like that third is even more powerful than you. That wasn't Steve. Even they're like,
Not a chance, mate.
even they both agree going, this wasn't either one of us.
Get Harrow. I know how to stop Ahmed.
God damn, we
That
didn't
means
even get
whoever
to,
the third.
we didn't even get to see Harrow fucking really get killed.
That
Fucking
means the third That means the third one is just as powerful.
Third is like, sounds like last resort.
Do it yourself. Now release us.
As you wish.
Oh, it was his conscience. I was like,
Go. Just for the very first.
Jesus Christ, it feels like forever since we figured that out.
Steven, you there? I can't believe you live in this freaking mess.
Oh!
Why do you still have that?
You very forgot.
After he and I parted ways, I wanted his wife to be my avatar. Why would I ever need anybody else when he has no idea how troubled he truly is?
Third.
Meet my friend, Jake Lockley.
Why te toca perder?
See, Contra still uses them. Interesting, Spectre.
Yeah, the moon in the sky. So that was the Moon Knight finale. Insert MCU third act jokes here.
I know, right?
But I still enjoyed it regardless. It was really fun to see like both him and Layla in action.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get this. I hate to just go back to the ending, but there's been no talk about a second season.
Let's go back to. Let's just start from the beginning, pretty much with the finale, the start of it, and things like that. And we got to see pretty much the moment he died, and where they left off at, where they went to after he died immediately. But yeah, pretty much pretty much they go to the pyramid, they take out the other gods, release Ahmed, and then pretty much you can chime in anytime. Shit.
Yeah, pretty much he goes to where the Egyptian HQ is, kills off the other avatars there, and then awakens Ahmed. And during this, Layla is able to break Khonshu free, but of course at the same time, Khonshu can't do anything until Mark's back in the living world of living. Yeah, pretty much. And thankfully, Mark on the other hand sacrifices his peace in the afterlife in order to help bring Steven back and get them both back to them there, and then both on the same page. And you saw that during the fights they had against Harrow too, where they were switching on the fly, which was really cool and really well done. And just when things look bleak, now we know his name, Jake took over. Yeah. And pretty much just took out everybody and pretty much knocked freaking Harrow unconscious, though it looked like he stabbed him in the head. But they were able to seal up Ahmed inside Harrow. Of course, both Mark and Steven disagreed with finishing off Harrow, but of course Khonshu had other plans, as we saw, while Steven and Mark are living now peaceful existence. Now, knowing full well they finally got their shit together, they still don't know. Now they definitely don't know that their third one, Jake Lockley, is the ruthless killer of the trio. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much kind of what Mark was. So something tells me that once Mark decided to become Moon Knight and be more of a, pardon the Marvel pun, a spirit of vengeance, as it were, there had to be some place for his old personality to go, and it manifested into Jake Lockley. Yeah, this ruthless mercenary for hire. And Khonshu never told him any about this because he knew if either Steven or Mark disagree with him, just use Jake.
Yeah.
But we don't know what triggers Jake though.
Yeah.
We've seen twice in the show, the only time Jake gets triggered is at a time of like last resort, as it seems.
He's more ruthless and stuff like that. Now I read about a little bit about Jake Lockley, and they said all we know of, because he was speaking Spanish too. You heard him there. He was speaking Spanish. What is it? All we know about him is that supposedly he's a prominent. Is a cab driver by the name of Jake Lockley, whose specialty is gathering information on the streets. He's got a whole bunch of connections in the criminal underworld, hinting at his morally questionable outlook.
What if Duchamp is Jake's main? Like think about it. What
Maybe.
if Mark looked at that phone and was also wondering who the fuck Duchamp was? You know, but didn't bother with it because he was more focused on getting to Ahmed.
He has connections. It's like each personality has their own type of connection. You know, and his connection for Jake is Duchamp. This one's more of a ruthless, and I think has more control over. Since the other two personalities said no, he's the third one that didn't say no.
I guess we'll talk more about what we can see in a possible season 2. But for the finale itself, it's kind of textbook third MCU act. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it. It was so fun seeing a lot more action.
It was a good finale, even though the last episode, the episode before this, was actually best episode of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already saying that now for best episode, but this was just, like I said, this was a very typical, but by the book type of like third act. But it did a good job. There was a lot of great moments where you got Layla pretty much, taking on the avatar of Tourette, pretty much.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I love the outfit too.
The wings, that wing shot was just an amazing shot that they did.
I mean, I figured they knew how to do wing shots like that because, Falcon and all that, but like, that was really well done.
It was really done. It was really done very well. This
is definitely one of them. I can't wait for the Marvel, was it Disassemble that they do? Mm-hmm. I would love to see the thought process into creating this character. Let's see. The finale was really good.
It was solid. Like I said, it was a solid, good, finale. And
how do you do a character breakdown when there's technically 4 main characters? So we have Harrow, we have both Mark and Steven, and we have Layla. I
consider Mark and Steven as one kind of character only because it's like they're just bouncing back and forth.
So 3 characters. Yeah. So I would say, I guess we can do characters. I think Ethan Hawke's been one of the best MCU TV villains so far.
For television villains, he really sold it. And I think the episode that really had him sell it was just the trial. When he arrives at the trial and how calm and collected he is throughout this whole thing.
The speech he gives the Khonshu totem after.
Yeah, where he's like, when he tells him pretty much, it's like, once I succeed, it'll be because of,
And he didn't go third act madman either.
No.
He was still very chill throughout this. And he was hovering above the Egyptian pyramids while 2 giant Egyptian gods fought each other.
What's funny too, even Ahmed told him too, it's at the time going, you're still unbalanced. It's like still detected he was still unbalanced, but he still pushed forward. He still moved forward with whatever was going on. He still was willing to, he believes still in Ahmed and Ahmed's beliefs.
Yeah, I thought it was real well done. Layla was a nice, I wouldn't say foil, but a nice little out of nowhere, okay, she's been included in this.
Yeah.
And she was delightful. I really liked her. She was just, I like that she wasn't the love interest. She was just like, they had that already. I'll get that in season 1.
Yeah.
But they had that already. We didn't see it, but they had that already. We didn't need to do that. We were just on the other side of things after it, where she is more trusting of him, more caring for him instead now, which I liked. I think her relationship she has definitely a slightly better relationship with Steven, mainly because of their love for Egyptian mythology. Well, in this case, Egyptian historical facts in this show's case. I think I really did like her. A solid side character overall.
Oh, she did. Yeah, she was a phenomenal, great character overall.
I did like her favorite moment was when I keep on forgetting the one deity took her deity's name.
Oh, it was a Tourette, pretty much.
I love that scene where she's going back and forth from herself to Tourette.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. That was one of my favorite
You know what's
scenes
cool
of her.
too? Even in that scene, what I liked about it is that even how she mentioned her father, how she mentioned how it's like he went to the good place. He went to, You know, because it's like, yes, I escorted him to the field of reeds. You know, it's like, you know, he was balanced. It's the type of thing where it's like, you know, I saw your father. You know, he's doing well. He would be proud of you. You know.
Then we got, of course, Mark / Steven. I would say kind of Jake, but we'll keep that as
that's later. That's speculation.
But yeah, I think what was great about this is it was just the main character of this was technically Steven up until like the last 2 to 3 2.5-ish episodes.
Yeah, it was mostly Steven. Steven was a solid character. He was just one of those like innocent characters like us, who's just being introduced to all of this, and it's like, what's going on, what's happening, what's this, what's that, all that. You know, he's just a common folk like us. You know, just following this and trying to keep up with it. But he has that extra knowledge of Egypt. You know, of their mythologies and stuff like that. So he knows so much behind them and what they each represent, even though the sayings, the wordings, and the findings.
Yeah, and then like you eventually, because I know people did harp on Oscar Isaac's British accent, but you can see why it was bad, because it was just episode 5 they showed it was for Mark. It was a coping mechanism. It was
his whole, no matter how horrible the accent was, it was his coping mechanism. It was his, it was his way of trying to cope the fact of what his mother thought of him and what his mother did to him and stuff like that. It's like it was his only escape. It's like, that's why I love how they understood. He understood. Yeah, he didn't like it because he's like, you used me as a cushion. You used me as a cushion. And it's like he eventually learned to understand that. It's like, yeah, I may have done that, but it was just like, it's like you try living with this the majority of your whole life. Living with this.
And then segueing to Mark, because I think that's what made episode 5 the best episode of the season was. They not only gave us a better understanding of who Steven and what Steven exactly is, but at the same time, you can understand why Steven was created at the same time.
Yeah, it's like you see not only the birth of Steven, but it's like you understand why Mark's the way he is. You understand his psychology. You understand why he's acting like this, why he doesn't want to get a loved one involved, or get them taken as an avatar or anything like that. Why he does that. And it's interesting. Like I said, they came together. They came to a realization. Even Mark came to a realization for it overall.
Yeah, I think, and Mark for the most part was just a man looking for redemption, and use Khonshu to try and do that.
Yeah, but that's why I like this. Even I like the scene too, where it's like where it's like. Even Steven noticed it going, he manipulated you, but then he started realizing, oh, wait a minute, you manipulated him. As if going, you're using Khonshu just to stay alive, but also, continue what you need to continue. Do what's right and stuff like that. That's why I like how it's like he saw both ends, and even with his family and parents, it's like he came to understand why he was the way he is, especially his mother's wake. When it's like, even what works like, this is the first time you ever leaked into my world. How close you came to leaking into my world. That was the start of it. It was there. And it was just amazing. Like I said, the way they molded them together, even by the finale, which I loved, where they're like, we're one and the same. It's like, watch our new skill. That's why I like when he looked at Layla going, watch our new skills. Because it's like you said, that muscle memory, where it's just like they both have it in them. It's a matter of them just working together as one. And that's why it was an awesome scene they did with them bouncing back and forth and stuff like that. That was so cool.
Yeah. That was quick. That's the quickest we ever done character breakdown. But I guess season 1 overall.
It's like what you said. Season 1 felt like as if we were watching season 2 of the show. Where season 1, we got to see the origin, stuff like that, while season 2 is like kind of like, okay, we're in this new character, Steven.
And what I loved too was, I know this is one reason a lot of people hate the third Nolan Batman film.
Yeah.
With the fact that Batman was barely in. He's like in for like 20 minutes max in a 3-hour film, but here I didn't mind it as much because, like I said before, this was Steven's story. And getting to see the Moon Knight reveal at the end of episode 1? Shit. It was at the episode 1. seeing the Moon Knight reveal was really cool, and then they just built it up to when it happened again, when Mr. Knight happened.
Yeah.
When we got to see what Harrow was really capable of, his followers, and I did love this. I did really enjoy this. I definitely enjoyed more than Falcon Winter Soldier. I'll debate it later where I thought was best on the other MCU TV shows, but I really did enjoy this. I thought it was clever. I thought Oscar Isaac, all the acting. I was gonna say voice work.
Yeah.
The voice work was good too. F. Maria Perrin did great.
Yeah.
But all the acting overall was very, very well done. Like Oscar Isaac, the actress that played Layla, Ethan Hawke. I apologize to forget the actress's name. She did a really good job.
Yeah.
I think it was a really good casting overall. The fight scenes are where they were. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know. Well, like with most of the MCU TV shows, the biggest letdown is, of course, that it's still the MCU follows the MCU formula. The finale of the show is still vintage MCU.
Yeah, with all the action and stuff like that.
But it still piques my curiosity. This is a bad comparison. It's a really bad comparison. But it kind of gives me Legion vibes in a way.
It does. Where
we are bouncing back with a man who doesn't have it all together, has powers capable of great things, but really doesn't have any true control over them. Yeah. And I got that same vibe while watching through this. It definitely hit the nail on the head when we got the stuff in the asylum. Like, I just kept on getting Legion flashbacks to season 1 of that show.
That's what you got. That's what you heavily got.
Acting, like I said, the only thing really backed down for me, was the MCU formula shtick. But other than that, it does very well done told story. And this is a hero, unlike a lot of other ones we've seen, I would definitely want to see more of. Like, I can go without ever... No offense, we haven't even seen the show yet. I can go watching one season of Ms. Marvel and go, cool, we're done. Or like one season of Scarlet Witch, cool, I got what I needed, Or just like this one, I seriously go, I do want to see what happens next. Because for one thing, I don't know next to Jack about Moon Knight. I know a lot about Scarlet, I know enough about Falcon Winter Soldier, I know enough about Ms. Marvel to get me through certain shows and movies, but Moon Knight? Fuck, I would like to go on this journey again.
Like I said, I don't know where they're going to go with it. I honestly don't know. Especially with this phase, because it's like we were talking about off camera, and that is, where is Marvel going with this? They have a lot of setups for different things, pretty much. I guess we could start diving into more of like...
Okay, no, one more thing.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the producers said they originally had an idea where this takes place in the MCU.
No, they're saying
when the world caught on fire, then it became, we'll leave it up to interpretation of fans.
Yeah.
In your honest opinion, vague sense of theorizing, where do you think this takes place in the MCU?
I don't know, to be honest.
Same here. I would have loved to see how they would have integrated this into the MCU timeline, because I honestly have no idea.
I don't know.
Like, people were shocked to see glowing lights, or in fact the stars were twirling around like 50 miles per hour.
And not even that, like in this show, as you're watching it, you watch around the background, the behind, just the world around them. There was no drop or hint of anything about Avengers, heroes, or anything like that.
I think they had to scrap that because they were told by higher ups at Marvel/Disney, like, okay, we don't know
how this is gonna go.
We don't know how you're gonna. We can't give you an exact timeline when this takes place in the MCU. Mm-hmm. And they just went, okay, so we're just gonna make it a standalone feeling kind of season.
For now, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. But
for now,
I just wanted to agree on that we have no idea. Where did you want to tackle next? We can do favorite moments, episodes. Episode 5, obviously.
Episode 5 is the top best. I think overall we have to choose like best moments.
Moments, I can't choose one because all my moments are just Steven going through this shit.
No, I think I have to say. I think one I can choose is when they're fighting and stuff like that, and he's like, he switches over to Steven. Steven's like, all right, everybody calm the F down, and then they all start stabbing him. He's like, all right, you take over, fine, you take over, Mark.
A lot of good moments were with Steven mainly.
Yeah.
Just really good stuff overall. I mean, plus, what other world can we get kaiju-sized Egyptian gods fighting each other.
Exactly.
Only Marvel knows how to do Egyptian gods their way.
Yeah. Now we can dive into what you were wanting to talk about. And that is
season 2.
Yeah, season 2, but also what we got in the after credits.
So, okay, so this is what I'm figuring. Season 2, if it happens, knock on wood, if it happens, I think there is going to be an antagonist, but the main crux is going to be, who is Jake Lockley?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Because from what we know, Steven and Mark agreed to no longer be...
Well, not even that. The moment they snap back out, and they're like, even Steven's like, this was just you, Mark, and even Mark's like, no, this wasn't you either. Even they know there's a third one.
So can't you find a loophole? The agreement was for Mark and Steven to no longer possess
but not for Jake.
But not for Jake. That's why he still shows up with Contra at the end to kill Harrow.
Because it's like, that's how come, if you think about it, that's how come, if you think real hard, why Contra chose him. Because it's the type of thing where it's like, I can make an agreement with all 3 of them if I wanted to. Separate agreements. And they won't realize it.
So yeah, I don't know if Layla, she wasn't keen on keeping an avatar, but after what happened here, do you think Layla will keep her avatar?
I think so.
You think she would?
I think she would, pretty much. And again, we don't know, like I said, we don't know if she's fully just on her own, because we had that really, to me, I don't know, it was a good moment where it's like, where that little girl is like, are you an Egyptian superhero? And I love it how she's like, I am.
Yeah.
That's not, it was that brief moment where I think for her it was more like, I have to keep it.
I side trail back season 1. What I did love about the finale's ending is, it's not over. He still has dissociative identity disorder.
He still has.
So that's why he's still strapped to the bed. That's why he's still sand around. Because, remember, as far as they both know, they took care of the Harrow in their mind, but there's still somebody else in there that they have no idea who it is.
And that's why he said, just that part alone, when pretty much they were in the, when they both realized, this was not one of us.
So I can see them, like with Steven getting to Mark's situations in season 2, Steven and Mark getting to Jake's situation.
Yeah, I think for them now it's a matter of, okay, let's go back to those moments where it wasn't either one of us.
They're definitely gonna. Another thing is they're going to definitely try to give us, because
find a way.
We're gonna give it. They show us the birth of Steven through Mark. I think they'll also show us the birth of Jake through Mark as well.
And the question is, how is Jake born? Is it through Steven or is it through Mark? That's the question there.
Now, the other thing I want to know too is, so I guess with them killing Harrow, that in turn also kills Ahmed or puts Ahmed back in her place?
I think so. I believe that's what it was. That's what it was. Remember, that's how come he said if you kill him, it's like you put her back into the statue in a way.
Also weird, Khonshu was wearing a suit,
which was really cool because it's kind of showing. It's like he liked the style of what like Steven was wearing almost.
Yeah. Then there was the group there cleaning up and the fuck.
And not even that, the car said Spectre.
So are they trying to make him more high-end, but they're making him still look like the cab driver like he is in the comics?
The question I have is that it's the type of thing, because remember, in the comics, he does have money. He has money. Here it's finally showing he's got some money, because the limo and everything. As
for the antagonist, I could see... rest in peace, the actor who played Midnight Man passed away after the show premiered. Could we, of course, they probably recast him, but I could see Midnight Man becoming the antagonist for season 2 because, like, he saw it himself firsthand. Yeah. What Layla and Mark weren't telling him.
Yeah, exactly.
So he could try to find a power of his own. And remember, there was still, back to the totem, there were still a bunch of totems still there. Who knows if somebody nabbed a totem before the inside of that Egyptian god HQ collapsed? Yeah. What becomes of all of Ahmed's followers, aka Harrow's followers? Did they all get axed? Did they all get killed? are they just pathless now and are a path of revenge? So, we'll just say Stephen exactly can't go back to his museum job, you know? Trying to think of what else. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Is there anything else you can think of overall in terms of like, because Jake Lockley is definitely going to be the one of the main focuses if this get picked up. It does get do a season 2.
Mm-hmm. The question is where they're going with this. It's, like I was trying to say before, off camera when we talked about, is that well, actually not you. Actually, I talked with my coworker, and we brought it up, going, MCU is secretly setting up multiple things together. Even though we got the whole multiversal thing, they're secretly setting up small little things within the MCU.
Definitely,
they're preparing for stuff.
Yeah, like there's the slate of shows definitely setting up like a Young Avengers group. There's another slate of stuff, like if anybody actually did watch Eternals to the very end, they're setting up some supernatural elements as well.
And are we getting, speaking of supernatural elements, it's like, was this the start of a kind of start of like, you know, we're gonna get a taste of like any type of supernatural stuff.
And let's not forget, they are they still considering doing another Ghost Rider thing?
There's been rumors of rumblings.
I know.
Rumblings they wanna.
Hulu wanted to do Ghost Rider. They canned it and did that.
The other show, yeah. I know
Hellstrom.
Yeah.
They did Hellstrom instead.
That's what I said.
Oh shit! What was the show? Oh no, the Halloween special, Werewolf by Night,
which was in the comics. Moon Knight's technically Moon Knight's first ever appearance in the comics.
Where we could get Werewolf by Night could be another sign of this supernatural team of sorts. We know, like, fuck it, we're gonna spoil Eternals. We know, what's his name, Kit Harington.
Yeah.
You know, has to deal with the legacy of the Sword of the Black Knight,
with
as
Blade.
well as Blade. Definitely being there. That was Mahershala Ali's voice.
Yeah. So like that's the question we're getting, is like, what are they setting up? You know,
are they setting up their own, not Justice League Dark, but like not Dark Avengers, because
I know what you mean, but like that's right. I know what you're saying though. They're trying to set up their own version of like Justice League
Midnight Suns.
Yeah, the Midnight Suns.
They're kind of like their own Midnight Suns.
I think that's what I think that's what they're trying to do, like a supernatural team. I think that's what they're building here slowly. I believe Moon Knight was probably the first iteration of the possible team member. Like the first person. Now who do we dive into next? You know, is it going to be the werewolf, or is it going to be, Ghost Rider when they finally get to him at some point? Which I think they are getting close to making some type of deal or something to do. But there's a lot they have in works, and like I said, we still have the multiversal stuff for this major one for the Avengers for Phase 4, but are they setting up for for Phase 5 very early? Or it's just more of this is a side thing, a side project they're trying to put together that kind of can correlate with Phase 4, kind of, still work with it in a way. That's the question. There's so many questions leading into what MCU's got planned, not only for Moon Knight or anything like that, but who knows for the future for the MCU. I mean, like I said, I want more Moon Knight. To be honest, I really do. Where do I want to see them go with it? I don't know, because again, we don't know the history behind Moon Knight himself. We don't know the adventures he's ever taken. So it's like, it would be interesting to see what road they will go down on for a season 2 for this character. And I would love to see it, because it's like, I would love to see more of Jake, who this character is, how powerful he really is, and where does he come? Where does he come from? Or what's Khonshu got up his sleeve? Type of thing.
So other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Marvel original series, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
What did you guys think of not only this finale, but also what did you think of the season overall? Do you think it was a good season? Was it a solid good season? Do you think it was, on your rankings, pretty much, where do you rank this series of the MCU shows that have come out so far? Is it pretty high? Is it pretty low? Or is it just in the middle there somewhere? Where do you guys think they could be going with season 2 overall? What storylines can they go with that kind of help continue the path for whatever they have planned for these characters? And do you believe they are trying to put together their own version of the Midnight Suns, and this was just the start of it? I mean, put down your guys' thoughts, theories, comments down below. Put down that of our reaction as well below. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
And of course, on the next episode of SRB TV, dealing with some Marvel original stuff. Of course, I do believe the next one is Ms. Marvel. We will be tackling that, regardless of what we think of what they're doing for powers. Next, Disney Plus original series wise, we will be tackling Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And we wrap up the Book of Boba Fett as well. And
then as for comic book stuff in general, we will get to Young Justice eventually.
Yes, we will be getting to it. We are aware that it has returned, it has come back for the second half of the season, but we will get to it as soon as we can. Just scheduling has been kind of off as of lately for something called life.
And then, of course, we have not E3 season coming right around the corner, so look forward to that as well. We got 2 confirmations of conferences we're going to be reacting to. We still got a couple more that could be announced, but you got to stay tuned to find out what we're going to do. And as well, if you want to check our previous reactions to this entire season of Moon Knight, you can go ahead and do that right here on the channel. But until next time, though, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very kaiju big battle-filled episode of SRB TV.
See ya
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.